a really good video was put out by Media Matters, breaking down the way that lies and conspiracy theories get spread on Fox News, and the way that they can bend them and manipulate kind of their audience's perception of a story to keep a conspiracy going, even when the previous conspiracy that they were pushing for contradicts the new one that they're pushing for. So the example that's being used and the situation that's being called out here is the Sam Bankman-Fried situation. And so hold, because I got to give you the background, but then this video is absolutely incredible. Sam Bankman-Fried, the founder of FTX, the crypto exchange company, it collapsed, and now he's being charged with money laundering and different crimes in relation to that. And so before, because he was reported to have, and said, I'm pretty sure, donated to Democrats a lot, the right-wing conspiracy on Fox News first was the reason why he's not being held accountable, this was before he was charged, is because the Democrats love him, so they're preventing him from getting held accountable. Then he was charged, and they said, haha, the Democrats are trying to charge him and arrest him, so he can't go and testify in front of Congress. It flipped. So take a look at this incredible video, again, by Media Matters, that walks you through, before he got charged, all the different figures who were pretending like there was some conspiracy with the Democratic Party. After he gets charged, the conspiracy flips.
Sam Bankman-Fried isn't stupid. He knows he's bulletproof. He knows the Democratic Party and the SEC and his friend Gary Gensler won't touch him.
How is this guy not shackled? And hasn't he been extradited and just sitting in solitary somewhere?
So why no concern over him? Why haven't you heard of him until now? Well, he was Biden's second biggest donor and pumped millions into the Democratic Party.
Democrats have always bailed out their biggest backers. For years, if you donated just enough money to Democrats, you could do just about anything. This Ponzi schemer's dirty money bought Democrats the Senate.
This is a glaring example of everything that's wrong with our government and the power elite in Washington. If you are a crook, but you got the right friends and you're on the right team, then you'll be taken care of.
As of yesterday.
Okay, so then all of that is them building this idea that because Sam Bankman-Fried donated a lot of money to Democrats, which, by the way, that's what he would do in open ways, and then later he admitted that through dark money, so ways that can't, super PACs and stuff like this, behind the scenes, he was also donating a similar amount to Republicans, which is how a lot of billionaires roll. They'll donate to all sorts of people to get their favor, which is unfortunate and bad with our system. And I hate it, but that's what was happening. And so the original theory, and then we'll get to how it's flipped, is Sam Bankman-Fried, he should be in jail right now because of all this he did with his company, but he's not, because Joe Biden loves his money and is protecting him with the DOJ or something of the sort. Okay, then it shows a clip of, let's see, Chris Hayes on MSNBC reporting on this and breaking down the hypocrisy. It's wild.
Sam Bankman-Fried is in jail. He's been arrested. He has been charged, arraigned, denied bail. There was no cover-up. There was no special treatment. You might think that being so flagrantly wrong would invite some soul-searching by the folks who pushed the bogus charges of corruption for over a month now. But of course, that's not what happened, no. Because Republicans have a complete monopoly on the information their voters and viewers consume, instead of any sort of mea culpa, they can just seamlessly transition into a wholly new and contradictory conspiracy theory. In this case, the new theory is that Sam Bankman-Fried's arrest, the thing Republicans have been calling for weeks, was actually a ploy by the Biden DOJ to prevent Fried from spilling the beans before Congress in testimony that was scheduled for today.
First of all, I've never seen the Southern District of New York act so quickly on a...
So for our podcast listeners, I'm sure you assume, but now it's cutting back to more recent Fox News claims post Sam Bankman-Fried getting charged, saying the opposite conspiracy. Of course he got charged by Biden because Biden's trying to prevent him from testifying in Congress.
Case this enormous. So why stop him from testifying in front of Congress today? Because you don't want information to come out that's political. Look, he was a #1 donor to Democrat political causes. I think that this was an attempt to literally shut down the truth.
Now, never mind the fact this new conspiracy completely contradicts the old one, that the Democrats were dragging their feet, the Biden administration. Fox News knows by now it doesn't matter to its audience. As long as Republicans remain safely ensconced in their own media echo chamber, they can keep spinning and spinning the truth away without any real consequences.
Absolutely correct. And this was uploaded by Media Matters, may have been from Chris Hayes or Media Matters kind of splicing him in there. But again, we went over recently Jesse Waters on Fox News saying the same thing you saw from Jeanine Pirro there. Judge Jeanine. Is that who that is? I think so. One of the Fox News hosts. And Jesse Waters was saying a very similar thing just recently. Interesting timing that old Sam Bankman-Fried's being held accountable for his crimes. Little bit suspicious. But isn't that the exact thing you've been pushing for on your network? And it shows you, as Chris Hayes highlighted, when you have, the wording he used was a monopoly on your audience's information or something of the sort, you really can bend the presentation of stories however you would like to continue attacking someone regardless of its attachment, these attacks to reality. And so with the Sam Bankman-Fried criticism of Biden, now that the story is completely flipped, they have to come up with a new way to attack Biden. And so they just completely bail on the past thing, create a new one, and keep going with it. And this is why it's so enraging trying to knock down arguments that are being kind of based in conspiracy theory, because if you knock down one of the tenets of their argument, they'll just pop up a million new ones that also aren't based in reality, and you got to chase all those down, and you just kind of run in circles forever, and they can keep creating new ones as fast as you can debunk them, which is quite difficult, but it's what we have to do every single day. Thank you so much for watching. If you want to be a part of what makes this show possible, plus get access to the full video version of the show hours before any of the clips are uploaded to YouTube, plus get a full extra show every single Saturday, you can do so by going to patreon.com/Luke Beasley. That's patreon.com/Luke Beasley, and there's a link in the description.